Good morning. It's Friday, 8:30. Hey, I was excited to be here today. I am wanting to share some things that I've been working on my table, and I wanted to let you know that finally got 73 followers on my Faceted Bee page. That's pretty exciting to me because I don't know how I'm going to set you down here. I paid for an ad. Um, and I have a lot of people who might be interested in today. But unfortunately, the way that Facebook works and is set up, it works through events for live online. So I'm going to share my post here, and hopefully, some of those who are interested maybe will, find me that the long way around and be able to watch the live today. There was like 11 people who signed up that they were interested. So I know there are plenty of people out there. I know there are plenty of jewelry people who like to create, want to look. So I'm pretty hopeful. Now, am I made to do this? I don't know. Giving it a go, right? So we'll see. So let me share this and then we'll get into the goodies. I have a few pieces that are made, um, and I have some we're going to make. That's the fun part for me, is the creating and making. So I have kind of, in really paying attention to what I'm doing, asking myself, why am I doing what I'm doing? Okay, I am on here. So I can go over to I want to share this. Let's see, I have to think a second. I have to copy the link and I have to go to my event. So I shared it to my Facebook or my Faceted Bee page. But now I want to go to my event page, because you create an event, and in that event, I'm supposed to go live. And then when you do that in the event, say you see an event and you're interested, you hit the interested button. So then when it goes live, you get a notification. Well, because they won't allow me to go live yet, I can't really do a notification. But what I can do is I can go under discussion and I can add a post, and I can do at everyone. Now, I don't do this every week because you see, this is, takes a little time. I can put add everyone, which I think that will go to everyone. And then I can put the link of the live and then hit post. And hopefully that gives them a notification if they were interested, and they can go in there and see it. So that was a lot of steps, I know. But basically, under events, you're supposed to be able to hit the go live button, start your live. But because I don't have 100 followers, I only have 73 right now, I can only go to my personal page, start it, and then move over and try to hope that they get to see it. And it would be exciting to have new people, because in trying to figure out what it is that who I am is what I like to do is I think that I am, let me make this bigger and I can be done with it and say hello, hello from the Midwest. So it was interesting. I had all this activity on my Faceted Bee page because I paid for an ad. Then towards the end, like maybe 2 days were needed to go, and it was interesting. It slowed way down. Now, why? I don't know. Who understands the internet? But it was interesting. Facebook comes on and says, well, if you only pay $14 more, you will get more activity. So I think I'll do another ad until I get 100, and then I probably won't do ads anymore, because I really do need to go live from my page. But what's ridiculous is, how do you get people to follow you if they can't see you So anyway, back to the fun stuff while we're here. Okay, we'll show you what I got on today. This is a little kit I got from now you will find I get a lot of my stuff from one of my jewelry mentors online, who I talk about a lot. and she's with Nostalgica. Look at these little, kind of matches my shirt today with a hot pink crystal, premium crystal. And then that's what I have on for my earrings. And getting dressed for me is like a piece of art, like making a piece of jewelry. I just want everything to match. I have a silver bracelet on, which is simple metal. I didn't make this one, but I'm going to make something similar to that here not so long from now. And I put that on. I found that at a thrift store. And here is one of my triple wrap bracelets that I do. I love to take all the leftovers and make a triple wrap bracelet. I have a whole bunch of different colors. Just my mix match beads. You know, you have beads, but you can't really make much with them because there's only a few of them. So what do you do with them? Make a triple wrap bracelet. You can make a single, double, but I like triple. So that has been on my mind for a long time, but not today. So then, I wanted to show you my necklace. This here, I meant to go look, but I didn't have time to see if I got this from Nostalgica. It was a 50 charm project where we got to get 50 charms. Everyone made them, sent them in. They packaged them and then sent them back, and this one's mine. I love it. It goes great with this shirt today and my little jean jacket and even my little centerpiece, which wasn't silver, but I liked that it turned out being bronze and highlighted. Goes with my shirt and my earrings. So they may have some kits there if you go look. The last time I was over there, one of the last times, I saw that there was one available. So that would be fun for her to sell that out. Anyway, so today, let's go look at my desk and see what we got going on here. Get my light situated so you can see good. Get it out of the screen. It's not very attractive to be in the screen light. Okay, there we go. Isn't that a pretty little tray? These were my mother. It looks like it was made out of orange, but it's hard. I can't imagine that's an orange, but they kind of made it look like an orange, didn't they? It was made in Mexico. This might have been Great Ants, but isn't that pretty? I don't know what that is. It looks like a resin. I think that's so pretty. So let's look at some of the finished pieces I got first. I did this one last week. Right after the live, I sat down and I have a few of these kits. Oh, actually, I have one more of these kits. And I took, I didn't use leather. I used the waxed linen. It was a little tricky, but I do like the look. I like the feel. It's flimsy. It's light. And it turned out really well. This was a Nostalgica kit as well. Candy Cooper is a great color designer, and if you like design or don't like design, you can jewelry is unending to learn. You learn. Now these crystals, they get fingerprints on them and you just wipe them off and they sparkle. I just love these. I've been dying to make those. She's made these for a long time in different styles, and I got these. I like Christmas, but I don't like, there's certain Christmas colors together I like best. And kind of like the smoky, organic looking colors and such is what I like. And I love these. So I'll probably keep a pair of these and put a pair of these online. They're not online yet, but they will be online. So I thought since Christmas was coming and I'm making a pair of Christmas earrings today, I got challenged online because people were making these very unique Santa Christmas tree earrings I had never seen. And I was like, look at that. I'm going down to my desk and I'm going to see what I can come up with. And oh my gosh, I love what I came up with. Okay, look here. This is a pair I'm going to put on. Look at this cute glass bird. Isn't that cute? Now this is more traditional color. And if these were going to be mine, what I would do is I would get like a like a stain and stain that, not take the color out, but just put a little background color in to soften it up. That's what I would do with that. And these will be for sale on my Etsy store. So some vintage beads, rondelles, vintage glass bird. And I believe, I can't recall, but part of this was a candy kit, and then I remade it. And it may not have been. No, it had to be, because I don't think I had these pieces here. I know those were some of the vintage pieces I had. But isn't that pretty? I like those. Anyway, that's the finished pieces. And now I'll show you the ones I have that we can put together today to put on the site. I can put them on the site, or I can sell them as a kit. So like today, this here I know for sure is a candy kit. Look at this. This is adorable. And maybe we'll put this one in one of the other ones that my main project today is. Reindeer, flower beads. Not sure where I'd put these. I'd have to see them on there, but aren't they cute? Isn't that adorable? Let's put these maybe right there. Isn't that adorable? I love the black and the white. And now that I really like as it is. I wouldn't probably put any stain on the deer. I just like it like that. So that's something we could do. And then I have another one of the ones I just showed you. And then I have, look at this one. This one, blue is very popular for Christmas. And look at these blue ones. This is a lot. Now, I'd probably put these deer on the bottom. Put those there. Those there. And oh, it looks like there's a bead missing, huh? Well, maybe that actually got stuck in there extra. Oh, no, here it is. There's a bead. I don't know if I would put that in there. I'd have to see on that. I think it looks pretty just like that. Or maybe I would do it like this. I'd have to see it together. But isn't that a pretty combo? If I didn't like that, I could just do that. But that makes a nice wintry blue Christmas there. I like that. And then, oh, look at this. I didn't remember this. I have one of those kits in that glass. This one is a silver one. Aren't they fun birds? They are just fun birds. You like the bird kit, Joy? You like the bird one or the deer one? Yes, sometimes it's hard. Oh, look at these little cool pieces. These are different. Let me pull out the one that's finished. You can see one's gold and one's red. And I love how when you create stuff, we could all sit down with the same kits and come up with something different. I mean, similar, but different. Look at that compared to that one. This is a gold piece. And of course, this is the bird's nest. And then we would put this on top probably. But isn't that cute? Yeah, I like that. Joy says both. Yeah, me too, Joy. I like all of them. But let me show you the ones I'm going to do today. I just fell in love with these. These have never been my favorite. But because I got inspired, like I was telling you earlier, I got inspired by the internet, by watching the creativeness of people. I was like, I'm going down and see what I can design. So this is what I had. I had these little angel wings. Yep, something I was probably going to put in to go pile. And I was like, yeah, I would never use those. So look at this design. So I want to show you that I want to put this big bead cap on first. But watch what happens. So all you do is take an unwanted bead that's not going to show, and you put that on there to stop it. That's an easy peasy solution. So then I wanted this angel to have like a dress. So I added 3 bead caps. Then I put the angel wings on. There's the body. I took a little bead that's got a little blue purplish transparency to it. Made that its head. Hey, Maureen, I see Maureen's on here. Then, of course, it's an angel, right? So we have to give it a little topper. Look at that. Thanks, Maureen. She says it's a little hard to see, and I did forget to zoom in. You know how me and the zooming in doesn't always want to work, so I'm always a little reluctant to zoom in. But look at that little angel. I just thought that was adorable. Let's do it that way so you can see it. So I have two styles, very similar, and I'm trying to zoom in on it, Maureen, and you know, I keep tapping it and it don't want to do anything. So let's get rid of the comments, see if I can get rid of the comments, which seem to be in my way. And it doesn't want to zoom in. Isn't that something? Give me a second, folks. Technical issues, of course. Oh, look at that. Now I zoomed in so far. Oh, that's perfect. That really helps you. Can you see that? Is that in focus? They turned out so cute. So that's the little gold one. And that's my inspiration to the world. Everyone else had some inspiration. So let me put the other one together real quick. And again, I'll just show you. You put the bead on the bottom. And why you do that is you're making a stopper to hold this rather large bead cap. And this bead cap is put the stopper on, and then I put the bead cap. And this bead cap has the patina on it, which I love. It's like a brass with a patina. And then I took these beautiful, rather large, almost flat. They're not flat, but they're bead caps. And made those the dress. And then these angel wings, they go down. I thought they went up, but you know, when you try them on, they go down. That's upside down. You put them on this way. Then we're going to add our face, which is like the purple bead, and then we're going to add the crown. And there we go. There's our little angel. I know, Maureen, I was like so excited about it. I couldn't wait to come on and show you. Now I love this one, but I really like this one. So get this, Maureen. I would never, I'm just not a little angel. I don't know. I just don't do the little angels. I am cracking up. That's why sometimes you don't get rid of some things that you think you'll never use because your taste or a design comes up and you'll use it. So this one's my favorite. If you can, I mean, they're very similar, you know, don't get me wrong. But again, I'm just going to show I take and put a large bead on the bottom of this head pin so that this bead cap stays on. This is my other style it was just because I had these two angel wings. And then this dress gets made out of silver because this is my, and I love to mix metal colors together. Like, you know, like I used every color. Brass, green, brown, gold, silver, and gold. Same with this one. This one gets a gold dress or a silver dress. So I put 3 on. I put its face, which I used this one as I used like a transparent red. Should I get rid of those comments on my screen because they're like in my way. Now not on my screen here, but on the one that I have to watch to make sure you're seeing. So there's the little transparent head. Oh, whoops, we forgot the wings. I got to put the wings on first. And I like these wings because they go up. I think that's why I like this one better because I think I like the wings going straight up and not down. But I'll show them side by side in a second. And then I put the face on, which is a transparent red. And I just pulled that out of my, my little seed bead soup over here. And then I put the little cap on, and I did the same cap as I did the other, a silver spacer and then a gold one. And then look at that. This one's my favorite. Is that cute or what? So let's see them next to each other. I don't know. The other's growing on me too. I think because the lights are always glaring at me down here, it's hard to see the screens as well. So I hope you're able to see the light. I've been watching people online, and some of them have some really good lighting. And so I'm going to try to figure that out, you know? Oh, thanks, Maureen. She says she loves the stack you're wearing. Um, it's been fun. Thanks, Tina. Tina says I love the angels too. So everyone's popular with the angels. Can you believe it? I want to order angel wings. But so anyway, I would put these on my shop to sell, but I really got to make some of these for me too. So I probably will have to order some angel wings. So let's put the second one together and finish them off, and that will be our show today because I want to tell you they're having a bead destash today on the Great Bead Extravaganza, and we should go on there. I know Heather Powers is on right now, and this is kind of a new thing that they've done it as a group, and we don't want to miss no deals. Oh, look, I put one of these on here extra. I got three. Is that three? One, two, three. Yeah, I put four on here. I only wanted three on this one, so I have to take one off for the other, so we can have two angels with the face. So this is my contribution to Christmas. I don't usually start getting into Christmas stuff this early. There you go. If you want to take a screenshot, so you want to make some, you probably got it all in your stash. All you need is like a big one at the bottom. I mean, whoops, look, it's going out of focus. Everybody's got bead caps. Just need a big cap. So many small. I tried it with 5. It was too bulky and too heavy. 3's best, it seems like. And then you need the little wings. It's a number 6 bead top, I believe, for the head. A little teeny spacer. This is a little teeny spacer. And then this weeny teeny spacer. And it would probably look fine with just the little teeny spacer. I like the metal mix. I like to have all the metals there. Okay. Maureen says Heather is just showing them right now. They don't go live for sale until 1. Oh, so if you go back and watch her, but I think there's like I don't know if it's all day, but there was quite a long list. So we'll want to go watch some of that. And then I don't remember what time Candy came on. It's all because everyone's got all their different times. You have to almost put it on your calendar to remember. So let's finish the second one. 1, 2, 3, and then we put the topper, or we put the wings. I'm kind of like, do I have any other wings hiding anywhere? I don't think so. Because I bought a couple loads of people's leftover stuff, and that's where these wings came from. They weren't anything that I bought. And there's my favorite one, and they're really short earrings for what I would wear. I mean, I probably could, let's finish them off. I probably could make a, now I will say for design purposes that I'm going to make this wrap pretty big and tight so that this halo over this angel stays nice and flat, because it's a little wonky. And that's why I did a size 6 bead, because it sit on there better, but it moves a little bit, because I guess probably because it's got a big hole. It's a bigger hole, but it makes a perfect halo. So I'm going to make a pretty good wrap, because I want to make my beads stay nice and tight. I'm not sure, I think that I need to go out or in just a little bit. But you know how much? Yeah, it won't let me do it. I'm not going to mess with it. I've zoomed out so far now that it's hard to stay in the screen, so I apologize. But so when I say that, what I'm doing now is I'm wrapping it pretty good to kind of make a tight, and that kind of, now I haven't finished this off, so this design may need a little bit of tweaking in that, but oh yeah. See, let's see, how does that look? Not my best wrap, but kind of a messy wrap. And I don't mind a messy wrap. I'm going to wait on that because, how's the other one going to turn out? If it turns out real neat, I don't like a messy and a neat wrap. I want them to be, kind of similar. So let's see if we can give this one a go. Make this one a messy wrap. Otherwise, I'll take it out and start it over. I'm famous for that when I do earrings. Just be aware, I'm famous for that when I do earrings. So I made my loop. And I'm hearing creepy sounds upstairs, and there should be no one up there. And my dogs are in their kennel taking a break while I'm down here. So what is that? Of course, I don't think anybody's up there, because if there was, my dogs would be letting me know. But it feels kind of odd to be home alone and the floors are creaking. So gang, I don't really like that wrap. So I'm sorry you got to be put through this. If you need to go and get a sale, I do not fault you for that. I will say I got an order ready to go into Lima beads. I didn't find the ball end ones, but I found the 3-inch that I like. And she had good quantity for a good price. So I put in to buy like 300 of them. And I can't remember right off what they were, but they were a good deal. Because I go through them because I'm pretty particular about how they turn out. So I like having plenty on hand, and I don't like how this turned out. So guess what? I'm going to take it apart. If you want to hang with me to do it, go for it. Or go look for some sales. Because I'm going to be going and looking for them too. Because I pretty much showed you what I was going to do. Putting these together is a breeze though. Whips right together. Your ancestors are moving around up there. I hope they're watching out for me. Because, life is strange these days and we all need it. Okay, we're going to make a bend. Make a bend to make our loop. I like showing that in case there's anybody new. And then as to make a loop, I use my round nose, I flip it over, bend my wrist, whip over. I kind of straighten it up if I want it straightened up a little bit. Then I grab it with my pliers or my flat nose, and then I start wrapping. 1, 3 is usually the typical amount, unless you don't really want much space, then I'll do maybe 2. So I usually do 2 or 3, and that's 2. This one's turning out pretty nice. 3. Perfect. So we got a nice clean wrap on our little angel. I like it. This one's my favorite one. I always take this, now these are made of more steel, so they're thicker. So I always bend that up a little bit. Then I take and I go on an angle and cut that. Then I tuck it in. And that is the process on every wrap I do. And I like showing that because that is what I want. I want people to learn how to use tools and fix their own jewelry. Look at that. Is that cute or what? Now all it needs is the ear wire. Let me do the second one. real quick. And I'm going to put on the bottom bead. And this beautiful, I think that's a Hobby Lobby one. It was just like a clearance thing I got for dirt cheap. I got a bunch more. That's why I could make some more if I really wanted to. But I don't know how, jewelry stuff sells or not. Put my wings on. Wings of a dove, slow to. It's a song comes to my head. Can't even remember it, but I'm not a singer, so you don't really want to hear me sing, honestly. But I do like music. Music. I wish we could play it. I play it really loud before I get on, and I got to turn it off. The couple times I came on with it on, they of course came in, told me I had violated, and so I haven't been doing that. Okay, we're gonna go round once. The first one's kind of the one that leads the rest of them, so you kind of know when you're on a good roll. That's 2. And the next one is the third one. And the last one, we're whipping around here, is 3. And there we go. It's hard to see that there's 3 on there. I'm going to go around one more time. I'm going to scrunch these together a little bit if I can, if it lets me. And the pliers won't let me. It's too tight. So I'm just going to go around one more time because it doesn't look like 3. It must be hiding, but I like it. I think it's good. It's nice and even. So I'm going to cut the back at an angle. And then I'm going to tuck it in. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Get in there. There we go. Cute, huh? Very cute. They're short earrings. I don't usually wear short earrings, so I wonder if I would add anything to the top. I don't know. The left one is starting to grow on me, but I just like both of them. And I wanted to share them with you. Maybe you can make them, and if they would be popular in your area, or make them just for yourself. There you go. That's it for today, folks. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Thanks for enjoying my angels. Thanks for spending time with me. And pray I get the rest of the people on my page so I can go live. I have 73 right now and I need 100. I paid a $35 ad fee and I got like 11 people to sign up, which is great. So it all takes time, and if I'm willing to be patient, we'll see how we do. Bye, folks. Thanks again.